fucking loud. Yep.
All right.
Oh, like the shit that fell in my kitchen today.
Wait, what?
The shit that fell in my kitchen today.
Holy fucking
Clank,
Christ.
clank, clank, clank.
Mike, have you ever heard approximately 150 pounds of metal, like, rotting, just hit tile floor in a kitchen for like 10 seconds straight?
Not for 10 seconds straight.
I could feel the sound entering my ears. The sound waves were so, like, strong. I could feel it.
That's crazy.
It was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I've never been assaulted by sound waves before. It was unfortunate.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's like, we all just stood there and looked at each other.
Wait, hold
like,
on, time out.
what?
Are we start? Does the podcast already
We
start?
started.
I just start recording and then
Okay.
it goes whenever we're ready.
Yeah,
got
I cut all this out. If
welcome to the
it's not
SBA
interesting,
pod.
I just cut it out.
Welcome to the SBA podcast.
Oh, okay. We'll start. That's fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you always just fucking do it.
I know.
I want the intro at this time.
Okay.
We're here tonight with myself and Mike, who's DaNihilist in YouTube and in Twitch. I'm retarded. And Justin Quill, who's back with us today.
What up?
I don't think we're going to discuss.
I believe the last time Justin was with us, it was our most viewed podcast.
Was it?
I believe so.
Was it because he was on it because we talked about our favorite things from the dark web?
Both.
Could be either one.
The answer is yes.
Also, how much I like Korean honeys and how much Mike likes Hispanic honeys.
Seems anywhere
I'm
I
not going to get
go.
into that one.
It seems like anywhere.
And yet you told me later a girl at your work who's Hispanic was way into you.
Yeah.
You just attracted
There's
her.
another one. There's another one too. She's deaf, but she's super cool.
She's deaf?
Yeah, but she can read lips perfectly, and so like
But
you
does she
don't
talk?
have to sign. No, she doesn't talk.
Dude!
She'll mouth, and you can understand it perfectly. And
You're
then
telling
you
me
can
there's
read
a
lips.
hot girl who doesn't talk who's into you.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
That's something you can leave in this podcast. Are you fucking retarded?
Yes, and yes, we're leaving that in. Deaf girls are superior. I'm sorry.
No, because you can't go make me a sandwich, and they can't do it. 'Cause
Yes, you can. You can go.
you can just go, and they're like, "What?" And you just go, "Make me a sandwich," and then they'll know.
Backhands are the universal language.
You know what you say to a woman with two black eyes?
Oh god
I
damn
know,
it!
I know.
Nothing. Because you already told her twice.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, what did you think about in Dragon Ball Super the scene where they all were? So I forget, Universe 3 all fused together. It's that giant
God.
flying monster.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, you already.
spoiled. No, he waits for the dub.
I finished. No, I'm past the dub. I just finished the Zamasu arc.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
The tournament.
I'm kind of like right in between those.
Doesn't Funimation have simuldub every week, though?
What?
Doesn't Funimation have, like, simuldub every week?
Yeah, but it's not caught up. And then Funimation only puts it on the website after 13 episodes. So every 13 weeks they upload 13
Oh,
episodes.
I thought it was every
to-
week. That's misleading.
No. So I have to wait 13 weeks just to get caught up to where I'm already past.
The
now.
the Tournament of Power is the best arc.
I've been watching some of it.
It's the
but,
best arc in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Period. There's not a better one.
I watched the last one.
Yeah, and it's better than Cell.
With Topo.
It's better than the Cell arc.
Well, it's just Cell, but with like all universes.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I don't know. Now, the only thing that could make it better is if Cell was in it.
He's not.
I know he's not, but if he
Frieza
was,
is. My boy
But he was
Frieza.
yeah, I would love to see Frieza and Cell like on the same team, like whooping people's ass. Although I don't think Cell could do it because Cell is programmed to not give a fuck about anything besides himself.
No, Cell wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so even if they were like, if you
like,
don't do it, the universe will be destroyed. He'd be like, fuck you.
I love Frieza's.
I'll use my power and go to a different universe.
I love Frieza's Japanese voice actor.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Because yeah, I love the Frieza laughing. Frieza's laughing like po 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 po.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It
somehow sounds more androgynous than the male one.
Yeah, it's more condescending.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this podcast sounds like a child laughing at you. Like, it's that high, it sounds like a 5-year-old guy laughing. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
Just
it's
walking
Like
past.
the guy that voices Frieza in the Funimation dub, because there's multiple American dubs, but I don't like any of them besides the Funimation.
Funimation is the best one.
Ocean dub should like go back in time and erase that shit.
Oh yeah.
It does not need to exist. But the Funimation Frieza sounds more on the female side, even though it is a dude. Whereas the Japanese one is like right in the middle, like you cannot tell.
No.
It's like super.
I mean,
android.
Perfect Organism technically should be both
The other
are
thing
not.
is when Frieza attacks, whenever
Oh
he
my
like
God,
really
sexually identifies a perfect organism, dude.
yeah, you can do anything.
Fuck the world.
Is it
I'm a
weird that
perfect
there's
organism.
two male-only races? We say male. They look male in Dragon Ball Z. There's the Namekians and the Frieza race.
Oh yeah, because there's not really female Namekians.
There's no quote-unquote females.
In all fairness,
That's
they're
true.
all warriors.
Yeah.
The male
What?
gender is just
And they're two of
strong
besides the
and stuff.
Saiyans, they're probably the two naturally most strong.
You see some female Saiyans in the story arc.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Khalifa and
Yeah.
Kale. Dude.
Yeah. I've seen don't they fuse?
Yeah,
They do
Kefla.
fusion, yeah.
hot.
She's a beast.
So who did fusion first? Did Steven Universe do it, and then Dragon Ball took
No,
it? Or was it
No,
Dragon
no,
Ball?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon
did.
Ball did.
Okay, 'cause
It's
I'm-
called the Potara fusion.
Fucking
Yeah.
time out. I haven't watched any Dragon Ball. I know it's like a sin. But
Did
like,
you watch Steven Universe?
No, you just told me about it.
Oh, I love
And you
Steven
sent me
Universe.
like.
I need to watch that.
You sent me
So-
scenes
Everything says that I would
because
like
we were
that,
talking
so
about
I-
how
So-
you wouldn't let your son watch it because he isn't old enough.
No.
And you were like, here's a perfect example of why, and it's just way too sexual.
Oh, yeah.
For like a kid show. It's really
Adventure,
insane.
Adventure Time gets that way too.
Rebecca Sugar.
it's weird.
It's past that.
beyond.
Rebecca Sugar made fusion a very intimate. Like a perfect example is Steven
Can you
and
like rape fusion? Like if both parts
Kinda,
are willing?
yeah.
Yeah. it fucks it up.
Steven and his friend Connie fuse, and
Nut.
Pearl looks one of the characters. Pearl looks at him and goes,
Hold the fuck on.
"What is this?"
The Twix are eggs.
Oh my
I'm
god!
so confused. I didn't know that. The guy at the gas station was like, "If you buy these, it helps me like get points and like be a better employee." And I was like,
Fair.
"Okay, dude, whatever."
I'm gonna help you get
Yeah, so I just grabbed Twix because I like Twix
nice.
and they're eggs.
But they're
I'm so
fucking
confused.
eggs.
I felt the pack when I picked it up. I was like, "This is wrong."
It's round.
I'm a long time Twix fan. I'm like, "This is wrong."
But no,
Anyways.
the first fusion we see in either series is Goten and Trunks fuse into Gotenks,
Yeah, you're right.
and then Vegito is
Yeah, I thought it was Vegito, but you're right. It's
Yeah.
Gotenks first.
the,
And there's two types of fusions.
Okay.
There's the dance one. There we go. Fusion.
That's the one Goten and Trunks does.
That's the one with the T-shirt. You guys are just little faggots. It's the one with the T-shirt of the dog, and I don't remember her name in Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh.
They're doing the fusion.
Oh my
It's
God.
like-
Yeah,
I saw. I was like, I need that
That's
shirt.
so
yeah.
brutal.
I'll put it up there so
Sweet.
they know what I'm talking
That's
about.
That's so brutal. And then there's
Gosh,
the
amazing.
there's
The
earrings.
Kai
Homunculus,
earrings.
Chimera.
The Kai earrings,
saying?
yeah.
So like, there's like a hierarchy of gods. Like one's over a planet, one's over a galaxy, one's over.
A universe.
Yeah, it goes all the way up until the one over all the universes.
It's
Oh.
over infinity.
Who is Zeno? Who's like this little tiny thing that looks like a pill head.
Oh, is that the
Um,
one sitting in the like chairs during the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen clips.
And there's two of them because one of them comes back. Goku promises to find Zeno a perfect friend. So at one point, Goku goes to an alternate timeline and he finds Zeno and brings him back to this timeline. So that way, there's two of them.
Oh my
They can be
God.
friends.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Now
Dragon Ball's
I've
full of that
seen-
just kind of silly
I've
shit.
seen him
which is why I love
because
it.
Justin sent me a clip of Goku going Ultra Instinct, and they're like,
Yeah.
no way he can dodge his beam, and he surfs on it with a ball of energy.
Oh, he fucking-
It's like, what is happening?
if you
Yeah.
haven't seen that clip, it is fucking bananas.
Yeah.
He styles on Kefla. She's like, you can't dodge him midair, and she does this giant beam, and everyone's like, well, Goku's fucked. And he takes his little Kamehameha ball and like grinds on her energy blast, and you're just like,
Speaking of which, so I think in that arc is where Goku uses his instant transmission Kamehameha. And
yeah.
I was playing Xenoverse 2, and I decided to go like multiplayer mode, and some dude came up to me, he's like, want to fight? And I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm beating his ass, and then all of a sudden I see him charging off in the distance, and then he teleports right in front of me and blasts me in the face with the Kamehameha.
Oh!
I was like, so this is how it feels. Like, I know her pain.
It's like the clip
I know
of
the
the
pain.
kid being thrown into the water by his dad. He's like, is this how it ends?
This is how it ends.
Is there a benevolent deity that doesn't care? Like, it's fucking really funny. Existential crisis memes may be my favorite memes.
What is?
Existential crisis
Oh,
memes.
yeah.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is so funny.
So, though we're having fun talking about Dragon Ball and all these other cartoons, the real reason we're here The real
Oh my
reason I'm
God.
even on this fucking podcast is because we were supposed to go to a place called the Lava Lounge tonight. And
Which is the shit when they're open.
When
Yeah.
they're fucking open.
It's this really awesome hookah lounge
so great.
in our area, and it's incredible. Except it's randomly closed all week.
Yeah.
And so normally we record on Thursdays, and if they were closed on a Thursday, I'd go, okay, maybe it's a slow day. I fundamentally disagree with being closed more than one day a week, because I know their normal scheduled close day is like Monday, which kind of makes sense. But I'd be like, this is dumb. It's a Friday though, which is fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
And like we were there, and the foot traffic in the in that area, like along the road that it's on, is insane, and in the complex is insane. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It just doesn't.
And here's the thing that bugs me
Price
most
a lot.
about it is, they just got a new sign out front, a scroll sign that says the days,
Their hours.
the hours and
Yeah.
days they're open, and they don't even follow that, even though they just put that up. So it's a recent thing.
Yeah, it was
So, like-
signed. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was like, we're open from X to X, and it had
Next time we're in there, we need to ask somebody.
Oh, I'm fucking giving.
it had literally
tomorrow.
every day, even Monday, which is like their scheduled close day, which you would think wouldn't be on the sign, or would be but closed.
I'm
It's
giving
like,
that dude a talking
what?
to tomorrow.
Yeah,
When I go in there, if he's there, I'm gonna give him a talking.
he's
to.
been there every time lately, so he'll probably
I'd
be
be like, what the fuck, man?
Oh yeah, so we should just go to the hookah tomorrow if they're open.
On
I
Friday,
still want it. So
there. Yeah.
it's a Friday
That's
night. And what's funny is the parking lot was full.
yeah,
because there's a ton of
so
people.
much foot traffic.
There's a ton of people at the Club Vape right next door,
Mhm.
but they're not.
Which is all
open.
potential customers for.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been on there a weekend where there's people not there.
No, I think there was one time where it was just
I mean, we
us.
always stay the latest because we're cool, but
Yeah, because we're cool and like we gotta smoke that shisha. But
yeah.
yeah, it just fucking I don't understand. So we were gonna record the podcast tomorrow because I was gonna go home and watch the opening ceremonies. Fuck that. We know what happens. America looks cool in outfits and North.
I just want to see North and South Korea.
walking.
That's all I care about.
We could pull it up. I bet. But
As it already.
yeah, it happened at 8 p.m. tonight. Eastern
Okay.
time, so it's done. But yeah, it's fucking mind-boggling that people think they can run a business and just not be open for business.
I don't
It'd be
know
like-
if there's
it'd be like
like
expecting
if it's
subs.
if it's just because he's young and he doesn't know how to run a business, or like there's some ulterior thing going on.
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
For me, I think it's well, I don't know if there's ulterior. I honestly think he probably opened a business and was like, "Oh wow, I have to be here all the fucking time,"
Yeah.
and isn't for it. Like,
And you do that grind for a couple years.
If he doesn't
And
want to
you
be
can
open,
afford
that's
actual
fine.
employees.
I would just like to know.
yes,
Yeah, just be. If you're only gonna be open, like honestly, you're only gonna be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That schedule kind of makes sense for a place like a hookah lounge.
Yeah.
Just be fucking open on those days, or don't. Like it.
And if you're not gonna
That's
be open,
it. Is like just
have-
stick to your goddamn schedule.
have a
motherfucker.
dedicated space where you can actually like let us know, like, hey, today I'm
Facebook,
not.
something.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's so many things you can just both say. We're closed today.
Dude, I'll make him run a Twitter page for him as long as he lets me know what hours they're open.
Yeah, for real. It's like God.
Hey, not feeling today, or like, hey, I'm doing something. That'd be great. So I don't go there expecting like, man, I'm gonna have such a great day.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a drive for you compared to us.
Well, yeah, I have to fucking drive like,
It's like a 20-minute drive for you.
yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, for Tanner it's like what 5, and for me it's
Yeah.
probably 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cancer. Like today, I was lucky enough to just be in Florence already doing stuff, but like, which I was like, nah, I fucking no, but when I have to drive from my house all the way to there just to like see that it's closed, it's like, oh well, that's cancer.
Yeah.
It's like this is fucking bullshit. I don't understand. It'd be like expecting to do anything and just not doing it. Like you want to be good at baseball, so you practice baseball. It doesn't just fucking happen.
I wonder if he hits that indica in the back, and then just
Just
like,
gets to open.
and then just like, no, he's like gets in the back. He's just like, I'm not feeling it, and just closes it down. That's my theory right now.
He opens it. I think he has some like hardcore fucking like. It's not even shisha back there. It's just straight like some of the dankest weed imaginable.
Yeah.
I mean, we know
he smokes
because you can smell it sometimes.
He smokes through a hookah.
Somebody there smokes weed. I know that.
Yeah. Well, you can feel.
I don't know if it's the employees or if it's some people in there. I know there was some people in there smoking it sometime on the couch.
Really?
Do you remember that? It was like a day or two after it opened. We went.
I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember them smoking outside and coming in.
Dude,
No. I'm talking about there were some people. Some of them were smoking the hookah, and then one person like lit up a joint.
Yeah,
or
there was
something.
one. Hit
I didn't.
One. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I could smell it and I could see it because hookah smoke kind of comes out in a plume.
Yeah.
Whereas weed smoke kind of like, especially if it's coming off a joint, it just makes like a stringy line. Straight up, like
if marijuana becomes legal in Kentucky, the fucking hookah lounges will be as dank as they possibly can be.
Oh, dude, I would be there every day.
Oh, dude,
smoke weed every day.
As long as my normal shisha price don't go up.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. But I would.
It might go down, honestly.
Oh my god. Mix a little of that fucking citrus OD,
with
some fucking dank ass reefer.
No, fuck that. Go real deep, Nectar of the Gods and Blood Moon.
Laced.
That would fuck me. Because, I mean, these guys know, but like, not all hooks, but some hookah just hits me immediately.
And it's weird because it's usually like the like, what would we consider to be like the not as strong hookah. I wonder if you have some kind of reaction to the non-nicotine tobacco.
I don't know.
Because it hit you hard without that too.
Yeah.
It's just
citrus OD and lemon chill.
Yeah.
Because Sunrise is the non-tobacco.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. It's just fucking frustrating, I guess. It's like...
I'm like that way with... We have a certain mixture that we do, and we nicknamed it Dank Kush.
The Dank Kush.
Because it hits me hard.
Yeah, the nectar and the melon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just...
It's like nectar.
It's like 3 hits, and I'm like...
Oh, yeah.
Gone.
It's fucking over.
Whenever the three of us are at the hookah together, we have to fucking... If we're gonna have any like meaningful conversation about like content creation, we have to do it while we're smoking the citrus OD. Because once we get this fucking Dayton Kush stuff, it's done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I've never felt so high from like a non-Schedule 1 drug before. Like it was the weirdest feeling. Like I hit it one time, and I took a big inhale and then I held it in, and then like I literally felt like my body was drifting off somewhere for like 10 minutes. I was just like gone, and then it went away, and I was fine.
Yeah,
it was weird.
The best thing we do there is when you or I, because we're gods now, we smoke in the hit and we hold it in our lungs. Mm-hmm. When we exhale, there's like no fucking vapors left. Yeah, it's like fuck it. It's hard to do, but it's awesome.
Yeah, get that weed smoking style.
Yeah.
Or technique.
Yeah. It's just frustrating, man.
I kind of want to like do edibles and then go
Oh,
there.
yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like not a lot.
Edibles fucking rule.
I'll do straight 20 grams, go smoke some hoop.
No, hell no. Fuck that.
Smoke weed.
I want to be able to drive home.
You can still drive.
It's
you just live 30 seconds at a time. The last 30 seconds is like 2 days ago in your memory. It's fucking crazy.
Nah.
I remember I fucking was taking edibles, and it didn't hit me at the place I was at. I was over at Tanner's house, and I took a bunch of some edibles, and then it just wasn't really hitting me. And then I was like, all right, I gotta go. So I drive home, and halfway there, it was just like, I was like, oh yeah, this is done in a. I was like,
it's like, have you seen that meme where the girl puts the flower on the cat's head? And then they make it go like teleport through space. Yeah. It's like
the prophecy is true.
The prophecy is true.
The thing I like about being super high is I remember. So when I'm drunk, I literally can't remember anything. I never can. But when I'm high, I can remember everything. So I remember driving. It fucking like the drugs kick in. My head kind of goes back, and I was like, oh. I'm high as fuck right now.
Yeah.
And I felt like every time I hit a red light and there was someone next to me, because all I was doing was laughing, I was convinced that the person looking at me wanted to know why I was laughing. So I would just roll my window down and I'd be like, hey! And so this person rolled their window down, some girl, and I was like, I'm high as fuck right now. And she's like, yeah, that's good. I'm like, it is. And then I drove off. It was so important for me to tell him.
For me, I had a fucking freak out. I got in my car and looked at my phone and it said 4:57. And it was on a Sunday, so daylight savings had just changed back to, like, backwards. So my phone was right in 4:57, and then I drove and looked at my car clock, and I made like 100 feet, and this was like 5:58, and I about lost I was like, what is happening?
Tanner comes picks me up. He's high as a giraffe pussy. He's fucking tripping, and he looks at me and goes,
insane.
Do you know how long it took me to get to your house, Justin? I was like, no. And then he's like, 15 minutes or 5 hours. Both are true. I was like, what?
Like, fucking, I was on a different level.
Should I get in a car with you?
Yeah. No, dude, it's fucking crazy. And then I was literally, I pulled off the exit, and like, the leaves were like turning colors, and it was like fall, and I was like, I know what life is. Like, this is just what I thought. I was listening to my favorite band. I was listening to fucking Green Day. I was like, I understand their music now.
No, and
you get it. One by Metallica, and I was like,
yeah, we're on the way to my
other Mike,
my other friend Mike, and we're on the way to his house, and One by Metallica came on, and it fucking melted both of our faces. We were both like, whoa!
Oh wait, were you high too?
Oh, I was.
Oh, nice.
You guys like, what is that?
Well, I made a mistake. So this is the first time I'd ever done edibles. I'd smoked a lot of weed before. Yeah. I mean, a lot, but I never done edibles. So I take a. It was a gummy. I take a gummy and I eat it, and then half an hour later, I'm like, I'm not feeling anything, and I'm handed a piece of chocolate, and I hope, and I was like, all right, I guess the gummy. So what happened was the gummy didn't quite dissolve.
You know how, so they both dissolved at the same time.
So they dissolve. So they hit my system at the same time.
For reference, with edibles, it's 5 milligrams for beginners.
Yeah.
We ate 20.
Yeah, we took 20 each. We took 20 each, and fucking we get to where we're
I know
at.
like some people, like, it varies, like, how active it is. It's all based on, like, your metabolism stuff. So some people, it's, like, an hour before it activates, and some people, it's, like, 3 hours before.
For me, it was, like, 3 hours, and it was what is happening?
Yeah, it was dope. I want to do it again really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I want to...
Or was it maybe it was, like, an hour, but it just took time for the gummy to dissolve, and then I ate the chocolate, and then, like, about an hour after that, it was, like,
yeah.
In time and space, fucking... I understood the universe.
I want to get, like, you do some edibles, get super blasted, and listen to my favorite album of all time.
What's your favorite album of all time?
Parallax 2 Hyperspace Dialogues by Between the Buried and Me.
Yeah.
It sound just from the title you can tell.
Wow.
Just from the title you can tell that would be the shit.
You know what's funny when Patterson's like, I want to get high and listen to my favorite album. My first instinct was to go, I guarantee no one listening to this knows who the fuck you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
I was listening to Between
anyone that does know, you guys are the real ones for sure.
The real ones.
You guys
are
the
real ones.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Between the Buried and Me at work the other day.
Yeah, you gotta listen to their newer stuff. Their old stuff's like...
Because Alan was like, you know who they are? I'm like, I've known Patterson forever.
Yeah.
I've known you for like 2 years. I know who they are.
It's the weirdest band ever.
Does Alan
they have
listen to your stuff too?
What?
Do you and Alan listen to the same stuff?
I'd say that's our biggest, like... Crossover. That and probably... I don't know if he listens to August a lot.
See, and I listened to August Burns Red after that. Because I was just like in the mood.
Yeah. Now, me and Colin's crossover is August Burns Red. Okay. And Between the Buried and Me. All three of us like Between the Buried.
I like August Burns Red.
Yeah. And then... Colin has a cousin named Paul. We call him everyone calls him Cousin Paul. That's like his name.
Okay.
That's hilarious. But he lived in Chicago where Between the Buried and Me played a lot. So he would see them like every time. And so he's a big fan. So every time we're together, that's like all we talk about.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which is cool. But yeah, I'd say that's like the main bands we share in common.
Okay.
Now Colin, after that, tends to go more like lighter. And then I listen to some light stuff, but then I also go like to the other extreme, like way darker.
The lighter,
or not darker, but heavier.
The lightest you go, I think, is like MCR.
Yeah,
is in my experience.
No, I listen to some like very rarely, but I'll listen to some like chill instrumental stuff.
Okay,
lo-fi.
I'll listen to like occasionally I'll listen to like weird indie music, like
Okay.
because I have a chill playlist on
Like Modest
Pandora.
Mouse, shit like that.
Dude, I've become
Yeah.
addicted to lo-fi music.
Yeah,
It's such a good like thing to just listen to while you're grinding, like while I'm grinding,
Yeah.
while I'm like practicing something or I'm working on something. Just
Yeah.
throw on.
I love all the wave music,
Yeah,
like
lo-fi wave shit.
yeah,
It's so
chill
good.
wave, vapor wave. I love all that shit.
And YouTube
Simpson
has
wave.
YouTube has a bunch of people that are just streaming.
Censorship with
Yeah,
And the music channel on Twitch has gotten huge. And there's like a couple people that I saw.
do you Neotech?
Yep.
Or Neotech. Yeah, Neotech is my shit.
I'm actually really proud. I
Or
like.
Neotic, I guess is how you say it.
There's a bunch of people on Twitch that started music channels, and I remember when they had like 1 or 2 viewers,
Yeah,
and they're at like 600 to 700 now.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I
Yeah.
knew on Twitch that the music streams
Mm-hmm.
were going to get big and going to become a thing, and they are. It's getting huge.
Yeah.
There's a DJ.
Killer Keemstar. Oh,
Killer Keemstar. No, there's a DJ that's all he does every night.
Yeah.
Monday, it's like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and he just has a little DJ set up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's jank as fuck. You can tell he like spent the minimum amount of money on it, and he doesn't like scratch or anything. He just plays music,
Yeah.
but it's on this white like fold out table.
Nice.
Oh,
with
yeah.
like with like his
like a
some
prom DJ
sound
setup.
yeah,
Yeah.
some like sound mixers and shit, and he has the turntables, but they aren't active.
Yeah.
They just spin and light to the music, and this dude has like he started with like 2, and I remember following him just because I'm like, you know what? He played a Pokemon trap mix.
Oh, nice.
And it's strictly because he's like, anyone have any requests? I'm like, Pokemon Trap! And he's like, yeah, okay. And he went and searched it and played it. I was like, dope, follow. Now he has like 800 viewers
Nice.
a night.
That's insane.
And he's doing it full time now.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing creators go from like
Oh, yeah.
startup, watching them grind, and then watching them make the switch to a normal like 9 to 5 job to streaming or YouTube content or
Yeah.
writing is my full time job now.
Yeah.
Well, also because when they get to that moment, the shit they do gets way better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that moment with Markiplier.
Yeah.
Because I followed him when he still lived here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Markiplier lived here.
I learned about him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from here.
He
That's
lived
awesome.
in Milford, is where he's officially from. He
Okay.
says Cincinnati,
Cincinnati.
but Milford's not that far away.
Yeah, like we're Kentucky.
It's like
Cincinnati.
30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's Cincinnati Metro.
Yeah. So I followed him when he was here because it was like a word of mouth thing. I was like, oh, there's this dude. He's getting pretty big here. I think he was just under 1 million,
Okay.
but he still lived here. And they're like, oh, he's from here, so he's like chill. And then I remember that moment where like after he moved to LA, that's when it was just like,
It's skyrocketed.
oh yeah, it was like
Content-wise,
it was like went from 1 million to 6 million, 8 million, 10 million.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god. There's also a band that I followed for a long time like that. I randomly, when I was a kid, I used to go to iTunes. I would look up bands I like and go to related and just keep searching related until I found something I liked. I would just go deep, and I found a band called Motionless in White, and I listened to the first. I listened to their first EP that they ever put out back in like 2004 or 5. I was like, okay, this is okay. I'll just bookmark that. And then they released their second EP, and I was like, oh shit, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then they released their first full album, which was like, for a first full album, was like bonkers good.
It was
Like
really
it
good.
should not have been that good. And then all of a sudden they like blew up, and now they're like
Yeah,
super famous.
Now they're giant.
Yeah.
This dude I know, Pete Wallace. I've known him for a long time, and he's a local musician, and he does. I didn't even know this was a type of music, but apparently it is. He does like chill hippie music.
Okay.
Like it's this like steel drum stuff
yeah.
and like acoustic guitar, and I vividly remember when he first started. He's like, you know what? I want to do music full time. I was like, yeah, okay, good luck with that, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm like, you're not really that great of a singer. And he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm like, yeah, okay. He is now having his first CD launch party in Cincinnati.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's cool. And he's on my Facebook feed, and I got to watch him. It was cool watching him grind and how he did it. I know exactly the blueprint on how he did it. He went to 5 different open mic nights a week for 2 years.
That's insane.
5 a week.
Yeah.
For 2 years. He worked a full-time job and then went to 5 and just built a fucking following of people that just can't. He got to a point, and where he is now, there's a point, there's a place called The Octave in Newport, I think.
That sounds right. That sounds familiar.
And now there's people that literally will come expecting him to be there on certain nights and are highly disappointed when he's not.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's really cool. So, good job, Pete. I'm proud of you. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
One of my,
Don't fuck it up.
I'm hesitant to call him my buddy just because I haven't hung out. He's a really cool dude, but I haven't hung out with him a whole lot. I've met him maybe 3 times, but we have a lot of mutual friends.
Right.
He's like a local. He's been in like a lot of local like metal bands and stuff. Yeah. But he just got picked up by a band that's pretty much like going viral on the internet.
Really?
Yeah. So that's kind of
cool.
That's kind of cool. I'm glad for him. The band's name is Bro Job.
That's like Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking amazing.
And like all their lyrics are like, even though it's like death metal, like it's like ooh, oh, go to roll. Like all their lyrics are just like really silly shit about like what you would think a band called Bro Job would sing about. It's like,
it's fine.
Yeah, and they're like blowing up on YouTube, so that's cool.
Actually, the one, I'm not that, like I'm not very good with music.
Yeah.
Especially finding new music and new talent and shit. But the one I'm really proud that I was like, I fucking listened to them before everyone else did.
Yeah.
Which was Hollywood Undead.
Oh yeah.
I heard.
Dude, I fucking love that.
I heard.
Their the Hollywood. Well, the first album was amazing, but the one with like the American flag as the background.
American Tragedy.
American Tragedy. That album had me rolling on the floor laughing. It's so good.
Yeah. No, one thing. So I was in North Carolina this week.
Yeah.
With a bunch of dudes that are all like crazy, insane guys.
Yeah.
My kind of people, like you two, like absolute crazy people. And I learned something that I think I've been learning for a while now, is that you can become professional at fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like you can go. Sure. You know what I want to do is pick a random thing that you like doing, and you can find a way to monetize it. So that's what you do for a living.
It's called being Asian.
Yeah, kind of.
Because anytime you look up something and you type in best at, it's always like an Asian person. And you're just like, they become professional. They're like, I want this one thing and I'm going to dedicate my life
Perfect example
to this one thing.
I was telling
like
Tanner about
amazing.
this. Perfect example is, there's a dude that I know. His name's Eric, and he's like, I'm going to become a professional card player. And I was like, okay. And I remember talking about it. I'm like, okay, what game? He goes, no, I'm just going to become a professional card player. Like, I was like, poker? He goes, yeah. And I was like, but he's like, and Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic, and I was like,
okay, I get it.
I was like, you're just gonna do all of them? So he created this fucking spreadsheet, and he hits, I think it's like 5 or 6 tournaments a week, and it's different games with different tournaments with the highest payout, and that's his fucking job. That's what he does for a living.
That's crazy.
He just grinds tournaments, and with the shit he wins and trades, he'll sell to different stores and use that to pay his bills, and use his winnings to pay for more like product to keep winning at these tournaments.
Yeah, better cards and stuff.
Yeah, he fucking pays his house mortgage, his electric, and he lives in a house. He doesn't live in an apartment. He lives in a house. He pays everything off of being a fucking professional card player.
That's crazy.
Fucking awesome.
And he sucks dick at poker. We played like a round of poker. I'm actually fairly good at it.
Yeah, I love poker. Poker's one of the few card games that I'm like really good at.
Yeah, I'm really good at poker.
Although I haven't played in a while.
But he sucks dick. But he'll be like, yeah, I went. This story blew my mind, but his friend fucking verified it. He went to this casino in Raleigh, and just outside of Raleigh, and there was the World Poker Tournament or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a $75 entry fee for this tournament, and you get placed in like pods. And he got fucking balls ass lucky and won 2 pods in a row, and he got in the top it's like the top 200.
Dang.
Spent $75, walked away with $3,500.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Now $3,500 doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's really good.
For fucking going.
If you're not like a professional poker player,
No.
like where you're sponsored and shit, that's really good.
Well, yeah, and professional sponsored poker players wipe their ass with $3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all super weird. Have you ever watched a World Poker? I'm
they're
like,
all pretty insane.
Where do these people come from? They'll have their like weird thing that makes them. Like it's like their signature thing.
Like the one guy that wears like sunglasses to hide his eyes, but they're like from the outside looking at him, they're reptile eyes.
Yeah.
Like wears that all the time.
Yeah. Like every poker player has their quirk.
Their weird thing that.
There's one dude, I forget his name.
Can't just leave
Norgana.
No.
Oh
my god. Daniel.
You know what I'm talking about. His name is something.
Nagano
or something like that. He is awesome. You know what his thing is?
What?
Shit talking.
Really?
He just talks.
He talks constantly.
That's crazy.
It's not so much shit talking, it's more like catcher to batter talking. It's just fucking banner that throws you off.
There's one
it's hilarious.
He won by telling everyone, like, he won this giant pot.
He told everyone his hand.
He told everyone it was his hand. And no one believed him. He's like,
this is what it is.
He's like, guys, he's like,
Negranu.
Yeah,
Negranu.
He's like, I have high kings. You guys. And
you lose.
And the river had a king in it. He goes, I have 3 kings. You guys, there's no way any of you are beating me. Look.
Yeah.
And then the flop came, and he's like, it was another king. He goes, I have 4 kings.
He did it backwards.
Or
flop, turn, river. No, flop, river.
No, it's
turn,
river, flop.
Yeah,
turn, river,
he's
flop.
right.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. And he goes, I have 4 kings. You're not beating this. And everyone's like,
thing you can do.
Everyone's like, no.
No, you're second.
Everyone's like, no, you don't. And the pot got huge, and he did.
That's crazy.
His poker face is just, he talks and gets in your
I used
head.
to be so bad. Like, I was good at understanding the game, but I used to have such a bad poker face that when I played with my family, I'd wear masks so they couldn't see my face. Because I just had this thing where if I had a good hand, I was smiling.
There's some dude that...
I have a good hand. What are you going to do?
There's some dude that wears he's actually really greasy looking, and I hate that he has my name, but it's Justin something, and he has a scarf, and he covers his entire face with a scarf whenever he gets, like, when he's dealt a hand, he'll lift the scarf up to just where only his eyes are showing, and he'll do the entire game with, like, a scarf covering his face.
Yeah. So we know where his tail is. It's somewhere here.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's somewhere nose to chin area. Yeah.
Best bluff I ever did, and I mean, it was a $300 bluff. Is when I played Magic the Gathering professionally. I was at Grand Prix Louisville, and my opponent had me dead on board, and this was to get me in the top 34 or 32. And I ended up coming in, I want to say 16th in that tournament. Yeah, 16th place in that tournament. And he had me dead on board, and he's just like, if you draw this, he's like, if you draw a lightning bolt, I'm dead. And I was like, yeah, I'll top deck. I top decked and went, lightning bolt. It wasn't. It was just a mountain.
But he scooped.
And the guy scooped and goes, up, good game. And I was like, whoo!
That's crazy.
Yeah. One thing I learned
is that technically like a legal move?
No, it is legal because I just went, lightning bolt. Because honestly, I hadn't considered.
So as long as the person scoops, they forfeit in this game?
Yeah,
it's done. It doesn't matter.
If the dude scoops his cards up, he just gave up. So for me, and at the time, so before anyone thinks like, oh, what a wizard of mind magic. No, at the time, I picked up the mountain and was getting ready to scoop myself, and I was like, huh, lightning bolt. And the next part of that sentence was, if only this was you. But I went, huh, lightning bolt, and he just scoops. I was like, okay. I just put the card down. I was like, I'll take this win. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Yeah. Shuffle immediately.
Yep.
Check that.
It's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. It's in there somewhere.
yeah. I mean, nothing illegal about it.
Yeah.
You can lie about what's in your hand if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
So the other thing I did in fucking North Carolina is I played. So first I did some magic. I did a magic show. That was a lot of fun.
I mean, recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then when I was in this whole week, I was in North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. One of my friends died, so I went to his funeral, and it was just a bunch of card players.
Yeah.
So we all got together, and I showed them some of the magic I have been doing, and then we did 2 tournaments. We did a Magic the Gathering tournament and a Dragon
There was
Ball.
just one going on locally?
We did one.
Oh, okay.
It was in, so Wednesday was Wednesday was the funeral, and the funeral was at 1, it lasted till 2, and then the game store that this dude frequented, because he was a professional card player.
Okay.
He was one of those guys.
Oh,
His
I get
home
you.
base was
Yeah.
this card shop called Event Horizon Gaming. And
That's a good name.
yeah, it's a sweet shop. And we went there, and we just fucking played. They had 2 memorial tournaments of games he was into, Magic and Dragon Ball Super. And then the next day, which I didn't do, was Yu-Gi-Oh. But we did the Magic.
Skirt that shit.
Yeah, we did the Magic and the Dragon Ball Super tournaments. The other thing we did, which was fucking sweet, is the song Stereo Saiyan?
Yeah.
So, one thing, because we were all playing Dragon Ball Super, and there's like 20 of us, this guy named Peter puts the Stereo Saiyan on over the speakers, and they had a speaker set up, and it was sweet. Puts it on, and Stereo Saiyan, he goes, we're all powering up one last time for him. And we're like,
shit.
is this happening? And he goes, alright, go. And then we all did the entire Stereo Saiyan screen
Nice.
together.
That's crazy.
I was so hoping someone who didn't. But no one
You
walked
didn't
in.
understand.
Well, the entire time I was looking at the door, I'm like, please somebody come in and watch 20 grown men
Just
screaming.
Yeah. Do you ever see that thing? I think it happened a couple months ago, or sometime last year, where everybody met in some square, like some town square, and did Goku screams for like an hour or something.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like insane. Apparently, it like had a huge turnout. People just in public, there's people standing around, and they're just going, ah!
Dude,
It's like,
fucking going
ridiculous.
Super Saiyan.
yeah. Have you seen the video of the kid that tries to go Super Saiyan on YouTube?
No.
It's like a classic, like,
I haven't seen it.
YouTube viral video. It's like just some kid. He's either in his bathroom or his thing, and it's probably a troll. But the first time I saw it, I did not think it was. And that this kid legitimately seems that he thinks he can go Super Saiyan and like power up.
He's like
so
trying.
he's giving 110%. And like if someone was
fucking
actually
awesome.
trying to go Super Saiyan, this is what it would look like. And it's just some
He's the
skinny
key.
kid going, like screaming with everything he has.
Oh my
on,
god.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
need to
watch
watch that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
What's up, YouTube? This is something that's been on my heart for a long time. And, you know,
I don't know if it's
all I
real,
ever
but he
wanted to
sells
be
it
in life was a Super
perfectly.
Saiyan.
I hope the neighbors hear this. It's amazing. He's playing the music and shit too.
Alright.
If a human could go Super Saiyan, this is what it would look like.
Oh, he's doing Goku for
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's a hero no matter what.
Look how small his chest is.
It's gotta be fake, but
He's from Universe 6, that's why.
He's got it.
Yeah.
You haven't heard my Super Saiyan scream.
I've not heard your full Super Saiyan scream.
It's so loud.
I couldn't do it here. I would literally.
We'll go to a park one day and do a Super Saiyan screams. We'll film that shit too.
I was professionally trained as a singer for like 7 years.
Oh yeah.
So my fucking pipes, I do a loud scream. There it is! Oh my god!
This is the best part.
You know it.
When you nut, but you keep sucking.
My name is Jalen, and I am a Super Saiyan.
What? Do you even...
Wait. Is that with him actually going Super Saiyan?
I think so. Super Saiyan.
Oh, holy
Someone made this kid's life with this fucking edit.
This is on par with like when they edited Star Wars Kids or like lightsaber.
Yeah.
Make camera
Frame rate is-
He's either getting Super Saiyan or they're Super. Yes! Oh my god!
Fucking amazing. Yeah, there it is. Holy shit, that's awesome.
My name is Jalen,
Oh, they've lowered his
and I
voice.
am a Super Saiyan.
That's amazing. Like, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Broly. It's fine.
Oh,
It's like a
fuck.
Dentoclitis. Anyways.
Wow, dude, that is awesome.
That's an amazing.
I had forgotten about that.
Just-
That is insane.
Yeah.
Just amazing transformation right there. Sir.
That's true.
If we're at
10
my-
out of 10.
If we were at my
10
house,
10
I'd be doing my
transformation.
Super Saiyan scream right
It's
now.
Yeah.
so loud.
It's
Ridiculous.
I do it at work because they'll play Stereo Saiyan,
Yeah.
and I'll just go.
We'll power up for clothes.
Yeah, I'll power up during close, and I'll like everyone knows it's coming because I'll stop what I'm doing, put my arms out, and just start taking deep breaths in.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting ready.
It's fucking awesome.
That's crazy.
Holy shit, man. That's funny. I hope he's legit. I hope he's like genuinely believes.
Yeah. It would restore my faith in humanity a little bit. If you
I
He
think-
was like, I'm real.
I think that's the YouTube video.
identify as a
the
Super
three
Saiyan.
I think that's the YouTube video the three of us need to do in response to him.
Yeah.
But we haven't animated us going Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Nah, just jump.
Only if I get Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken times 20.
Just jump to Ultra Instinct. Fuck it.
I'm glad in the Super series when Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken that we actually see it fuck with him like afterwards.
Oh yeah,
Like because they always say that throughout the whole like all of the shows ever since he's been able to
use
do Kaioken. They're all like, don't use it too much. It'll fuck with your body. It could like if you do it too much, your just cells will explode or like your atoms will come apart. Like.
You
And then
just
we
vibe
actually
too
finally
hard.
see it like fuck with them, which is nice.
Oh yeah, but you would have seen the Champa Beerus tournament, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
When fucking Hit tries to use the time skip and Goku's
Yeah.
like, nah, dude,
Yeah.
and starts wrecking him. I was like, oh.
Dude, Hit has become one of my favorite characters.
Dragon Ball Super has so many moments in it that I go from like 6 to midnight,
Yeah.
like immediately. I'm just like, oh.
I hope that this is not like the end of Super. Like they said, like there's only like 6 more episodes left.
Oh, no.
I know the current theory is that they're gonna make a movie and then continue the show afterwards.
No, that's been confirmed by
Oh, it has.
by fucking Chris Sabat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 6 more episodes are left of the Universal Tournament
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make a movie, which is going to be phenomenal, I'm sure. And then they're going to do, because all the movies for
Yeah.
Super so far have been Prime, and then they're going to do.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason for them not to.
No, it's
From like a monitor, or from like a like.
they're saying this series is going to go like 8 or 9 years
Good.
because there's just no.
It needs to be like as long as Dragon Ball Z.
It will be. It will be because it's not like a. There's not a. So GT had a set storyline.
Yeah.
that they could only go so far with. That's why it was so bad.
The show we do not talk about.
Yeah.
I've actually met one person that loved GT.
There's I've met a couple. There's some decent parts in it, but as a whole, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, the part where Goku's not a kid is good.
My favorite thing about GT though is it wasn't the guy who made Dragon Ball Z who wrote Z originally.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama. When it wasn't him that did GT.
Yeah.
So when
I heard that's why he started writing Super, because he was like, "Fuck that."
He watched all of GT.
I'm coming back in.
He watched all of GT, saw how it ended, and went, "That's not any of my characters." So he's like, so when he finally finished Super, or the first couple arcs of Super, he was like, "All right, so we're gonna pretend GT didn't happen, and we're gonna
just keep going."
Yeah,
we're gonna just. Lock
I know a
this
lot of
in our
people
ear."
think that, and Colin is subscribed to this theory that Super is in between Z and GT, but I'm like, GT doesn't make any sense now because of Super Saiyan Blue.
Or Ultra Instinct, or
yeah, because like Super Saiyan 4, if they learn how to do that later, but it's less than Blue, that doesn't make any sense.
Or Beerus,
or Beerus,
yeah. So no,
because like they would just call Beerus down to fight Omega Shenron.
It's just a really neat way of uncanoning GT.
How'd you like Beerus fucking wrecking some? Oh, spoilers! How'd you like Beerus fucking wrecking?
Oh, that was the best thing ever.
Well, you're a Beerus boy.
Beerus is my favorite character.
So
I identify as Beerus. So,
I identify as Beerus.
I'm just an ultra powerful being that, like, all my decisions are based on food that I eat. So, if you give me some good food, I won't destroy you. Like, I don't know. I love Whis too, because he's really similar. He's just like, they're like two sides of the same coin.
Oh, so, and for all of you viewers, another thing that I've infected these two with is I'm turning him, especially Tanner here, turning him super weeb.
I'm not a super.
Let's talk about Assassination Classroom.
Have you finished the first season yet?
I finished it all.
Yeah,
you finished the whole show?
Yeah.
God damn it!
We've both played the whole entire show.
You've beaten the Vikings and this now.
Bam!
But yeah, we finished.
I finished the first season last night.
Okay.
And I never felt so dirty in my life watching a TV show. When like all the junior high students run into the water without their clothes on. And, like, I was like, no! Don't put these thoughts in my mind.
Like, they're 13, they're 13, they're 13.
But they're animated as adults. What the fuck?
Besides,
Ritsu.
Although my favorite,
Ritsu's fine. Ritsu's fine because she's a computer in an animation. Ritsu's free game.
I think my favorite part about Assassination Classroom is the fourth wall breaks and the other character goes, what was that? And they're like, nothing. It's like, my favorite one was
she's like, because that would take too long to animate. And they're like, who are you talking to?
Yeah, it's like, they were going to give us unique outfits. That would take too long to animate. So they're just in like their PE gear. And it's, another one was, what they gave Koro Sensei a meal and they were like, his reaction would be better, but another cooking anime already has dibs on that. And it's like, what's going on?
Did you like the way they, at the end of the season, how they tried to assassinate Koro Sensei? The fucking, how deep they went?
Oh, yeah.
It was,
I think, as someone who's a fan of, like, all things assassin, ever since I was a kid.
Would that have been your plan on that island? Like, get him in a hiding
There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have thought about.
Okay. But
the one I liked the most.
There's not 20 of you.
The one,
so.
The one I liked the most was the
snipers.
the snipers. How they put Chiba's scent on a decoy, and then they had him pop up out of the water, Navy SEAL style. I was like, whoa! I was like, dude, this is fucking act of valor all over again. Like,
and what's funny is like you're like, I love how it's like, all right, no, this is the best part of the season, and then like the Nagisa Torika fight, on the roof where he just like,
ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Claps him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then he, like, does the underhand, like, stab with the
second blade.
Yeah, the second blade.
Oh, it's so good.
Ugh.
It's so good.
Speaking of making me feel uncomfortable, fucking Nagisa in the club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's like, what is going on? Really, I don't know anything anymore. What is this?
He's like, what?
Yeah.
It happens again.
Yeah.
It does.
It does?
It does.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. No,
they're constantly making jokes.
Although Nagisa's, not gonna spoil, but you know, Nagisa's story gets so fucking dark so quick at one point where it's like, I'm like, what? It's like, you think this is just like some fun little lame slice of life anime, and then it gets so dark, and you're like, what's happening?
Those are my favorite ones, though, where it's like
the sneak up dark shit.
It's kind of why I like Doki Doki Literature Club so much, because it's like, hey,
I think there's like a update or a sequel to it now or something.
And there's an update, yeah.
I think there's an update.
Do I need to return? Figure out. I
haven't messed with it yet.
I just saw some people posting stuff about it. I don't know anything about it.
I beat Doki Doki to the fullest. Like even in the credits, nothing turned gray, and the pictures never got deleted for me. So,
no,
I got the truest.
It's not so much an update as in.
Took 7 hours.
Team Salvato isn't working on it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So what they've done is they've basically given the license to the fans, and there's a ton of people who do like mods.
Okay. So it's like Amnesia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the mods are essentially like extra chapters to the story, or like it changes. There's one mod where if you choose Sayori through the main game, you can actually
save her.
Delete Monica and save Sayori. But the problem with it is Dan Salvato, his writing is what made that game.
Yeah.
And
that's why I never liked any of the Amnesia
mods.
I don't like Amnesia.
The people who write the mods
never been into it.
Don't quite have Dan Salvato's creative vision of what the game is.
Yeah.
So all the characters, while they look
they're fanficky.
They're super fanficky, and there's something off about them.
Yeah,
and not like the good way. Like Yuri,
not off like Yuri's gonna finger herself with or fuck herself with your pencil and stab herself. Which is
Freudian slip there. That's how I feel in Xenoverse 2. There's a lot of so in Xenoverse 2, there's dialogue that's voiced by the voice actors, and you can tell that like they wouldn't do it unless it sounded like the character.
Yep.
And then there's random dialogue that's just text, and you can like when I was training with Vegeta in the game, and he was like saying something like Vegeta would never say this.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was like Vegeta would never say this,
Right,
and like it's that kind of stuff. Okay. Or there's one with Cell, because Cell's one of my favorite characters, so I know how Cell talks. And I was when I asked him to be my trainer in the game, like he would have said no.
Fuck Cell.
Yeah, but
he would have said no and then fight.
Cell. Yeah. There was a Cell deck that knocked me out of top 8.
Oh yeah,
I got fucking crushed. He fucking so is Cell in the game can do this thing.
What's his
absorption loop?
What's his deck color?
Green.
Green. Okay.
I think it's green, but it can be. You can add like blue. A lot of people do like green, blue Cell, and I got fucking 2-pieced. I didn't have a chance.
Really?
Yeah, this dude was insane. Well, he like knew the deck and like had a perfect list, and it just Cell is so strong. It's such a strong leader. So yeah, I got.
I was thinking about making a Cell deck. I'm either gonna make a Cell or a Beerus deck.
Well,
sure.
the
Beerus because he's my favorite. But.
Set 3 just came out with a bunch of new leaders too. Or Set 3 spoilers are starting to come out. And
are they adding a new color to the deck?
Black.
AKA
colorless. It's artifact. It's like if you play Magic the Gathering, it's like artifacts.
Okay.
So it's colorless, dredgy kind of cards. It's really balanced. It's really sweet. But so all the sets so far have had this like really cool theme.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what Bandai's doing with it now. Is the Dragon Ball card game is going, okay, we're gonna get this out of the way now. So this set's called Cross Realms, and it is cards from Dragon Ball, the original series, Dragon Ball Z Kai, which they make a very distinct, like this is from Kai, Dragon Ball Z, GT, some cards from GT.
If I'm making Shenron's in there, I'm done.
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's strictly.
In my opinion, as much as I fucking hate Boo with a passion, Fat Boo, anyways.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Really, he's one of the most. He's not so annoying in the Japanese version.
Boo, in the American version, I love him.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
I can't stand it.
Justin loves like Chachi characters.
Dude,
I love all his other forms, like Super Boo and Kid Boo. I love
Koro Sensei, even before he was cool.
Yeah.
Was probably his favorite character.
I love
Koro Sensei though.
I love Koro Sensei. You don't understand how much I love Koro Sensei, sir. But he saw him and loved him. Is what I'm saying. There was no character.
Majin Buu has a leader card.
So you just like the character design.
Yeah, I love all of it. Majin Buu has a leader card coming out where it's Fat Buu, but it awakens into Kid Buu.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually cool.
And it's fucking...
Even though you're skipping a lot of steps there, that is cool.
Well, the deck...
Fuck it.
They have a bunch of cards.
The lore of
all the steps.
So
of Thin Buu and Evil Buu and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I don't like Boo's second form when he's like that old weird looking guy.
Oh, the gray one
before he becomes Super Buu.
Yeah, it's the one he splits right out of the Fat
That's
Buu.
when the show started losing me in Dragon Ball Z a little bit, when Fat Buu and Thin Buu get separated, and then Thin Buu eats Fat Buu to become Super Buu, and I was like,
yeah,
what is
Have
this?
you guys watched Parks and Recreation?
Yeah.
Yes.
What you're saying sounds like shit Tom Haverford say. Super Buu. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
what it is like.
Oh my god, speaking of Parks
Fat
and
Buu?
Rec, have you seen the unedited version of Patton Oswalt's like filibuster?
No.
Yes.
Oh my god.
haven't.
The man is a nerd genius.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's brilliant.
Yeah, they told him like it's in the show, it's when he has a filibuster, he's trying to stop them from like voting on something.
Yeah.
So they literally tell him just like say whatever. So he goes on this huge thing of what he thinks Star Wars Episode 7 should be way before it came out.
Okay.
It was like, and it's just like, to know that kind of stuff off the top of your head, you have to be at least on like our level, which is absurd.
Oh,
like
an insane level.
surpasses me
Nerd.
by a long shot.
Patton Oswalt
It would
is
be
a
like me filibustering about what the next
super
Elder
fan.
Scrolls should be.
Probably even like more
It's
insane.
more
More
in depth.
Do you want to see it? It's only like a minute long.
Sure, give it to me.
I also love Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, he's sweet, man.
Star Wars filibuster.
It's like the first thing.
And like you have to keep in mind that it's just like randomly off the top of his head. It wasn't scripted.
I like how
at
you're
all.
like, it's a minute long. It's 8 minutes.
That's true, but it's worth it.
We can watch it and you edit it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just edit it out.
Fucking
Clearly a genius.
amazing. Get him on the movie. Dude, I need that. I'd watch
We have
that.
Wolverine and X-23 fighting Robot Chewbacca.
Okay, it's
who has
gonna
a
happen.
spider body and 2 ion cannons.
Which
Which won't
The
do any...
Quinjet
Ion
versus Slave
cannons,
One versus the X-Wing.
ion cannons won't do anything against Wolverine and X-23, so I don't know what the plan there is.
True, you're right. It wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, all it does is
single goddamn
affect,
thing.
all it does is affect shields. I don't
So-
know.
Imagine those two fight Chewbacca with the spider body, because that's gonna happen.
Because that's gonna happen. Oh,
That's amazing.
so good.
Truly,
Excellent.
truly great.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit.
that's a masterpiece that should be treasured forever.
Yeah. Yes,
I
I want to
remember-
get that whole dialogue tattooed on my body.
You should like.
Just starts here, and then eventually it goes down my arms and my legs.
It's
It's
like-
just,
But you know what? It's there.
it'd
It's
be
like
in
those
cursive.
it's like those dudes that fucking get like an entire chapter of Lord of the Rings in Elvish written on their body.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm for
there's
it.
one dude I saw. It was a sleeve, and he had it. He had like a passage from Lord of the Rings in Elvish. It started at his wrist, and it just went all the way up.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. I want a sleeve of an entire Elder Scroll.
I was thinking about doing a back piece as an Elder Scroll because it's like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like shaped perfectly.
Sure.
It's just lots of weird geometric designs and shit.
I was thinking like the text, like this would be like on the top of my forearm would be like the center of it, and it would like wrap around.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
It'd be kind of hard to draw, but you could
it
do
would.
that.
Yeah.
But that's what they get paid for.
Yes, that is what tattoo artists get paid for. Is
Yeah.
these things.
Glad it's not me.
Yeah. I know which scroll I do. I probably the dragon scroll.
I did the one from Oblivion
Ooh,
because I like the way that one looks.
sure.
Although it'd be hard to find like a high res
It'd be really hard.
picture of it.
I feel like it's one of those things where if you like tweeted Bethesda like this is my plan, can I get a high res photo of the one from Oblivion? I bet
Yeah.
they'd hook you up.
Which one is it? It's the one that's in the white tower, the white gold tower.
I think it's time.
I think so.
I think it's time because you use it to become the Gray Fox.
Yeah, you basically
in
erase
all-
him from history.
Yeah, you just swap spots. You don't erase Gray Fox, you just change who it was who founded.
Yeah,
Like, who was the Gray Fox originally.
but he still exists with his memories.
He
It's
exists
weird.
with his
I
memories.
don't
Well,
remember how that
it's-
works. I haven't
It's
played it
because
forever.
he's the affected party.
Oh, okay.
So you and him are the only people who will ever know. It's why he talks to you right after it's done.
Yeah.
It's like you have to keep this secret.
Dude, talk about the most OP thing in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Or not in Elder Scrolls, but in Oblivion. The Grey Fox mask. Because you can do any crime with the mask on and take it off, and the guards are like, who are you?
Yeah. But if you wear it, you're wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing's, it's amazing.
Yeah. It's like that and the Skeleton Key are like the most OP things.
Yeah. And then Skeleton Key in...
As soon as I play Oblivion, grind up to level 10 or 15 or whatever it is, get the Skeleton Key, and then play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Although I am, like, I'm a self-proclaimed master lockpick in Oblivion.
I can
unlock master lockpicks, like, without leveling anything up, just getting it right. I mean, it might take me a couple tries, but, like, I might break a couple lockpicks, but I can get in a master door from the beginning.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Which is why I don't like the Fallout Skyrim method.
Really?
Where you can't even attempt to do it unless you're a certain level.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't mind the, like... I don't mind the thing.
The front, instead of seeing the tumblers,
cutaway,
you see the front. Yeah.
I don't mind...
I don't like you can't try.
Yeah.
I understand hacking in Fallout, because that's just different.
Did you know they don't do this in Fallout? I mean, you can do it in Fallout, it's way harder, but in Skyrim there's like notches along the side so you can memorize where your pick was last.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It took me a while to realize like why they were like notches like that. There's like shapes, and it's so you can...
But then you were like...
Get it closest.
I'm here. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it makes it way easier. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, same self-proclaimed master of the pick.
Yeah, lockings of the pick.
I literally don't level up lockpicking ever.
No, there's no reason to.
No, because I'm just good at it.
Actually, it's okay in Oblivion because in Oblivion you only get XP from things you're leveled in.
Oh, true.
So,
but
if you lockpick a lot, then
you just put one level in.
I love that. I love the Oblivion system.
I did that until I was like, I'm just gonna get the alteration spell, unlock everything.
Open.
Yeah. Master level locks. Done. It's fucking...
Yeah.
I know you will.
I wish you could bash down doors in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Just get like a super high level fireball spell and just be like, blah, and just blast that shit open.
I think there should be an option to force, like, doors and shit, but...
I think there is a game that does that. I think there's a game where like you can attempt to like...
I think it's Fallout. You can force a lock.
You can do that, but I think there's another game where you actually have an option of trying to, like... break down a door, but if you do it wrong, it's like the lock breaks off in the hole, and you can't access it ever again. Yeah,
it's done. It's GG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same way in Fallout. I don't know about 4, but definitely in 3 in Vegas. If you force lock and you fail,
it's done.
It's done, unless you have a certain perk.
Yeah.
There's a certain perk that allows you to reattempt it a second time.
Yeah.
And then you can just be a chotch and try to force it again, and then it doesn't go.
I have that perk. I have that perk. It's called Save Before Force.
Yeah.
And you just keep loading the same dude.
I think there's one that's called
It will eventually work.
I think in Fallout 3 it's called like Doorwalker or like Ghost.
Something like that.
Ghost Door or something, because it's like the little emblem is a guy literally like phasing through a door. Like it doesn't even matter. That's locked.
It's not Black Widow, so.
No.
Which is like my favorite perk. I love the gender specific perks in Fallout games. Where it's like you play a male, it's like you can just do more damage to women because.
Yeah.
It's like what? And if you play a female, it's female, you get Black Widow.
Yeah.
And you it's like you can just kill
Ladies Man and Black Widow.
Ladies Man and Black Widow. Yeah.
Honestly, the most useful one I ever use is Sniper.
Yep.
Because I almost always carry a rifle and I almost always go for headshots.
Yep.
So Sniper is the key.
Yeah.
Especially in Fallout 3 where not using bats is stupid.
I think it's Black Widow is a damage one for women, female players versus men. Yeah. And then it's Ladies Man, which is a charisma perk.
No, it does both. It does both.
It does both.
Yeah,
okay.
I think both of them do both. They're you get different dialogue options, and you do more damage against that one. Or I think it's a different level. I think one is like more dialogue options, and the next level
you have to level
more
up,
damage.
And then it's like,
which I've never leveled. I think I've leveled up Ladies Man like once.
I've leveled up Ladies Man
just for the other.
My last playthrough, I did Ladies Man.
Yeah, just for the extra dialogue.
But I had to get Piper. Had to. It was my quest.
She is the queen.
She is the queen, my Buddhist.
Oh my god, I gotta show you guys something.
Give it to me.
Someone did like a realistic, like high quality artwork of that.
God damn. God damn it, dude. That's fucking amazing, dude. Send that to me.
Okay.
New phone background. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It is the queen.
I love it.
I also love that they put the commander in the background. And then also Crash Bandicoot.
Why is it
I don't know. They randomly put Crash Bandicoot. Like, he's just hidden in there.
Can you just imagine it, Mario? Whoa, 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 whoa. And at the same
Oh,
time.
dude, that's the
Smash
most
you.
cancerous thing
He's
ever.
just fucking coming in hot.
Oh my god.
She's the queen.
It is the queen.
I know the way.
It is the way my
Holy
brothers.
shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So, I think we'll go ahead and end on that because
Yeah.
we've been recording for a while.
Fucking
Indeed.
great.
Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll come back whenever the fuck we feel like it, so suck it.
So sometime
Yeah.
next week.
Peace.